fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boise State's offense will get the ball first. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look sick.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. After 45 on his way. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty has gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning at other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wagner. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Using his legs, it's Sherrod. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. Sweet cut there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gives it to the back on the draw. Picks up the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the work by the running back on that draw play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Madsen. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
And the Broncos have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Barrels ahead. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Gums. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The quick out. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, it's 3rd and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Broncos will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to throw. It's Calandria. That's caught. It's Thomas. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. UNLV is coming off its best two-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments in a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Sherrod. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Rebels offense is back on the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Bradley. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
To the air, it's Calandria. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it first and breaks into the open. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Jukes his way for more. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sure hands, it's Gums. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Gums. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Quickly to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Lost to throw again. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Rebels have this offense rolling. Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the kicker to make anything happen.
Now a lot the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Sherrod. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Madsen. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrod. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays, exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head, get to him, hit him, get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead. Quarterback on the keeper.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now he's looking to throw it. Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Calandria. That's caught. It's Thomas. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Irvin. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
Got a man. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Wide out trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner is stopped. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Gums. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll do it himself. Makes one man miss. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
That's reeled in, it's Bradley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rebels are in the red zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down play from the gun. Finds a man on the right. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the left. Touchdown, UNLV. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Finished off by a guy known for catching passes, but he carried it into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hands it off. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Spins away from the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Sherrod. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Broncos are marching down the field. Now they're going to throw it. Finds a tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Second down coming up.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the punt. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
To the air on second down. With the catch, it's Sherrod.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Madsen. Caught close to the marker, it's Marshall. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna sling it on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Broncos! A great catch and run for 6. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rides the back on the option, the give. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They force the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sherrod. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Got his man out of the backfield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Bring in the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Calandria. Rushes on him. He's going to let it go. Working that left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Calandria. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Breaks into the open.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Sherrod. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's a tough yardage for a defense when it's 3rd and short like that. You don't know if it's run or pass. Great job rushing the quarterback, getting to him, and getting him on the ground. That's a tough thing to do. QBs can scramble and pick that up easily. The defense was ready.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Thomas. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. The screen. He's got wheels. Turning it on. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Calandria. And he got smacked just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pocket breaking down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Gonna run it. It's Gaines.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
With the clock running, this should be the final play.